Dino DNA.
Whew. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Collector's Vault. My name is Mike, and today I'm going to make a bit of a short intro. This is going to be a video showing a 2-card combo for True King Dinosaurs. In the Dinosaur Facebook group that I'm part of, you know, people always post like all these combo videos for dinosaurs. I've done it plenty of times in the past. Recently, right now, we have a lot of just pure builds, Lost World builds, Shadow builds, and the Orcus build and the Guardragon builds are coming up. Basically, just trying to make the best Turn 1 combo, Turn 1 board you can make. Some people have boards where like they use like their entire hand to make a really like impressive board, but I think it's better to focus on the 2-card combos, just so that way you aren't, you know, throwing up your entire hand on the field, and then even though you are pretty confident in that board, there's always going to be the instances where like things don't go your way. Ross Spearman, for example, and then a well-timed evenly matched you can't get around. So I think it's important to only use the least amount of cards as possible to make a really impressive board. In the past, we've seen 2-card combos with True King Dinosaurs. We've seen really powerful 3-card combos. Basically, the 2-card combo revolves around these 2 cards, and the 3-card combo revolves around these, and then like a third enabler, like the Water True King or a Hornet Drones in the past. So I'm just gonna go right to the chase and show you this really powerful 2-card combo that I've never really seen people do. I mean, I've seen people do similar builds or similar combos, like that ends up with a similar board, but this is a board that I've made myself using only baby diagram, and it's I think it's pretty impressive. And you know, we'll go over the pros and cons of that board. So let's take a look at that right now. Alright guys, welcome back. So now we're going to go into this 2-card combo that is what I believe to be the best 2-card combo that you can do with Baby Diagram that utilizes the Guardragon engine. Basically, just to kind of sum it up, this is a combo that can do everything of what you wanted to do with most of the other combos, where you can get out, like some combos can get out like a Calamities and an Interior Beast. Some can get out, you know, using the Guardragon combo, can get out a Red Dragon Archfiend and Abyss, along with a Hieratic Seal Link for bouncing, and maybe like another negate. But this is a combo that can get out all of them. It can get out you an Interior Beast, a Calamities, a Hieratic Link for bouncing, and an Omni Negate with the Red Dragon Archfiend and Abyss, as well as one more monster that I'll show you. So let's just get started. So this is pretty standard for the first part, where you go Diagram, Destroy Baby, and then you add yourself a Fire True King with Diagram, and the baby's effect will summon you a Raptor from deck. On his summon, add Phendrana. Again, this is pretty standard so far, but normal effect target, summon this baby dies, and this baby will then summon you a Miscellaneous. And then effective Fire True King will then destroy these 2. Now here's where you have to start, you'll start noticing some tech cards. So the baby that was just destroyed will summon you a Nebula Smasher X. Basically, you need a normal monster for this, so he's obviously a good normal dinosaur. You'll immediately banish these 3 using Miscellaneous effect to get out another, like I guess you can call it the tech card, Carpingeddon. You will then link summon these away. For any generic like link 2 that has 2 downward arrows, if I can find it, there it is. B-Cut works just fine. And then we're going to banish the Carpingeddon to get out a Flammable Guard. Let's Synchro Summon into an Ib. And on Ib Summon, she'll add you a World Legacy Monstrosity. Now, I used to immediately go in to immediately play this card, which would force me to have to play other level 9s. But thanks to someone on our Facebook group, he actually informed me that there's another monster you can target with this, so that we don't have to run bricky level 9s all the time. And I realized that it actually doesn't interfere with my combo at all. So thank you, good sir, for showing me this. And we're actually going to keep this in our hand for now. And we're going to immediately go into our Skull Dread. Okay, and then Ib's effect will trigger, summoning you a World Chalice Guardragon. Now we will just go the Guardragon combo route, where we summon out Alpi. Use Alpi's effect to summon out Red Eyes Metal Dragon. His effect will then summon you back the normal dragon monster, so Flammable Guard. You can link summon this away immediately for a Pitsy. And now you link summon these 3. Alright, don't judge me, but I actually don't have my triple burst on me, so I have this amazing proxy. I know you're jealous, but now that you have this zone available, you can then use Pitsy's effect to reborn the Red Eyes. Red Eyes can then reborn the Flammable Guard once again. Then you want to link summon these away for an Agripane. Target this zone, and you can summon out your Red Dragon from Abyss. There actually was a bit of a funny thing where I wanted to summon Barkion with this, because Barkion will... Because I'm going to be summoning the Cherry Beast too, so it'd be kind of cool to have Barkion and Beast together, but just as a safer, like an overall, a card that can negate anything, just go with this guy. And then you link these guys away for your Heretic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. So now you have no more Guardragons, so you're out of the Guardragon lock. Or, you know, now you can summon things that are not dragons. And at this point, this is what, again, thank you to the individual. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I'm a bad friend. This is a level 9. So now that you've done all your Guardragon combo stuff, at this point, you can now target this guy, who is a dragon, and this will allow you to summon out your True King monsters, which are not dragons. So they, fulfill their requirements, and these obviously aren't bricks because you're probably playing 3 of each of these. So this actually works pretty well, and actually it's not a bad thing to get these out of the deck. So now this gives you your fodder for your Calamities. And if you haven't guessed already, we still have a freeze tuner here that you can banish this from the graveyard to summon out your normal monster. And then you can detach from Calamities, calling Earth. And then, whoops, I just overlaid these. And then here's your Cherry Beast. So now, this is the board that I was referring to, where you can now have, basically, you have all the monsters that you've always wanted to get out, all the boss monsters all on one field. And there's one other little plus that I wanted to mention. After the guy on the Facebook chat told me about saving this until after you summon this guy out, which is cool, so that way you only have to really summon out the True Kings. Initially, what I was doing was playing other level 9s, including this anti-kaiju guy, which I thought was a pretty cool little tech card, because if you do summon him out with Monstrosity, technically I can do that right now as well. Let's say I didn't summon out the Fire True King or the Water True King, I could have summoned out the super anti-kaiju guy and detached him from Calamities when using his effect to make everything Earth. Basically, you just want him in the graveyard, so that way during your end phase you can then summon him. And now this gives you technically a better board because you have an additional beat stick, and actually this now prevents your field from being kaiju'd. So again, guys, just wanted to kind of show you this, what I believe to be the best 2-card combo that True King Dinosaurs can do, utilizing Guardragons. And yeah, you have basically a card that says your opponent can't play the game. They can't play spells. Once per turn, negate almost anything. A bounce. And also, here's the other little idea, is that if you tribute this guy, you can summon a dragon from your deck. I was considering playing him as one of the level 9s. I know he's kind of a bricky card, but if you so choose, play a card like him, and then that way when he goes to the field and he dies, he can add you back a level 9. So he can add you back a True King or a Kaiju guy, so that's pretty cool. And as I said already, because you have the anti-Kaiju guy out, your field can't be Kaiju'd. So this is what I believe to be the best board you can make with only 2 cards. Now, the cons of this combo is that you do have to run the Guardragon engine, which I've had some pretty bad experiences with, where I just had some really bad instances where drawing this isn't the worst, because if you do draw it, there are ways for you to get him in the graveyard, like sloppy ways with maybe like a second diagram pop or a True King pop. Drawing this guy is actually absolutely terrible, because there's really no way to get him in the graveyard, again, except with like a really sloppy, by a sloppy means. A card like Megalith Smasher is a card you don't always want to draw. It's not bad, it's a word target for your Barastos, this guy. Drawing Flammable Guard is not the worst. Actually, this one actually is probably the least of the bad cards to draw, because it is a fire for the Fire True King. So it's really not that hard to get in the graveyard. Plus, even if you do draw it, Carbon Ganon can summon this guy from the hand with his effect. but World Child's Guardragon cannot be summoned from the hand with it when she leaves the field. And I guess to sum it all off, even drawing a card like Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is not the best card in the world, because although he's pretty easy to get out because you can just summon out a dragon somehow and summon him and then continue doing your plays. You can even, if you draw him technically, if you summon out a Pitsy, you could just summon him by banishing Pitsy and you can still make some plays, but I think it's sloppy. And also, these are just cards that if you do draw them along with most of your other True King Dinosaur combo cards, these can be really clunky. Now, if Lithosagian was around, it would be a different story with someone like him. But, I mean, unless you want to play the Wind True King, Mirianme, whatever the whole name is, I still wouldn't recommend it because this guy is just, it's just bricky. I mean, obviously, the point I'm trying to say is that the deck is definitely not as consistent as a more traditional build, but it definitely has a very high ceiling where you can, with just 2 cards, you can have a field like this. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave one down below in the comment section. And, yeah, let me know what you guys think. All right, take it easy.